Hi Libra, welcome back to the Divine Dojo. My name is Gabriela and I am here to do your reading for July 1st through the 6th. I was trying to get these messages out to you yesterday. I'm still working on my schedule from moving and stuff like that. I don't have a schedule and it just, the days go by so fast. It's really bizarre. I mean, we're already in July. That tells you a lot. It's freaking crazy. So let's start with the transits and what's going on planetary wise. July 1st through 2nd, well, tonight, late night, the moon moves into Libra, which trines Uranus in Taurus. So anything that we've been working on today, tomorrow is a good time to make adjustments, because those adjustments can cause big breakthroughs and or changes in whatever it is that we're working on, any projects, anything that we're working on, right, to accomplish. July 4th, the moon is in Scorpio, giving us a little bit more depth and transformation to our feelings and emotions. Venus also ingresses into Gemini, making our communications and love connections more intellectualized. Think about Gemini. Gemini likes mental stimulation, variety, playfulness, maybe doing a playful approach to our love and connections and relationships. Think of Venus and Gemini kind of like the social butterfly, if you will. Also on the 4th, 4th is a big day. Neptune, just because of the energies and the holiday here in America, Independence Day. Neptune retrogrades in Aries. So this has to do about dissolving illusions about our personal identity, our personality, our creative visions, our our purpose. If if we're not in our purpose, and is it really our purpose? And anyhow, those type of things, really about our personal identity, since it is in Aries, retrograding in Aries, which has to do the me, my, I. So yeah, so that's that. And then July 5th, the moon moves into Scorpio, or the moon is also still in Scorpio, both the 4th and 5th. So it's going to be an intense weekend, to say the least. That day too, the sun is trine Cancer, so it's a great time for comfort, rest, creativity, and emotional healing. And also self-care. I know that, it is the American holiday here. So there's going to be barbecues, partying, beer, the whole thing, fireworks, which is going to suck for my dog. But anyhow, that's the 4th of July and the 5th. July 6th, the moon moves into Sagittarius, giving our emotions a little bit more, or ourselves, a little bit more optimism, more creative inspiration, more bigger ideas, right? Which then Venus in Gemini forms a supportive sextiles with Saturn and Neptune, Saturn being in Pisces and Neptune being in Aries. So yeah, and then on the 7th, Uranus is in Taurus, moves into Gemini. So again, a lot of Gemini energy, a lot of mental energy, a lot of mental stimulation. So whether it be in social media, in the news, in your weekend, in activities, and a lot, so just make sure you're balanced, grounded, especially Libras, not especially, but you want to be balanced. And then later on that following week, Mercury, we're in the shadow period of Mercury going retrograde. So July is about to start retrogrades. So yeah, now is the time to take actions on things, and then just a reminder, if you are signing contracts or anything in July, which I might be doing, just make sure to look everything over and over and over. Dot your I's, cross your T's, right? And just make sure everything is up to par, because you don't want to deal with, you know, the repercussions or the changes that you will have to be made later, right? Or any mistakes, things like that. So let's get started. Spirit, I welcome you in to give me clarity and convey a clear and concise message for the Libra collective for their best and highest good of all. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please, one clear message. If not, I will pick. One clear message. The Mystic. I like that. The Mystic. This is kind of like the priest, the high priestess, the shaman, you know. I love that it has the butterfly. So everything's in it, right? The Mystic knows all. I love the eyes too, the two eyes. So wisdom, all-knowing, the shaman, high priestess. Forgive me if I sneeze. My allergies are acting up. All right, Libra, let's get this party started. Let's get it started. Yeah, let's get it started. Let's get it started. I hope you guys are doing well. I am busy all the time, and time is just time, you know, whatever. The days just go by so freaking quick here, you know, like quick. I'm like, what? It's already 8? It's like, and I'm like eating late. I need to get into a better routine, because I'm getting these readings out late. Like, I don't have a good routine. So, and I'm going to some interviews. So, all right, Spirit, what do you got for Libra for the week of July 1st? Page of Cups, like a new creative hangman, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so you have something new, opportunity coming in. Definitely listen to, you know, going back to the Mystic, definitely listen to your intuition. You have the Hangman reverse. Continue. And then the Ten of Swords. What else? What do we got here? There's some sort of deception. Seven of Swords. What is this about? The World. Yeah, so some sort of deceptive energy, chapter, idea is coming to an end. Maybe some sort of something that has come up in the past, or something that will be coming up, like a new opportunity, a new, like, love, or a surprise, or anything like that is not gonna pan out. It's not good, right? Because there's some sort of like wound or betrayal or something associated to, because you got like 2 betrayals, you know, like excuse me, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. The energy is not good. Somebody's coming in. If it is somebody coming in this week, they're not coming in with this good energy, and you're gonna be fine, because you're gonna end that shit real quick, right? And you're not gonna like fall for the bullshit, right? And that's great. I love that. You're going to end it. You're going to be like, no, I don't think so. And move on from it. Because when you do move on from it, and you're going to put a stop to it, you're going to collaborate, and the right people are going to come in, or the right opportunity, or the right, surprise, the right thing will come in. So definitely go with the mystic, the high priestess, your intuition, and kibosh whatever that feels, that doesn't feel good or deceptive or what have you, because you are going to collaborate with the right people when you don't engage in that. So I like that. What is this Hangman reverse about? I don't even think I need to go on, but the Empress and Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck. What is this Hangman reversed about? What is this Hangman reverse about? Spirit. Spirit, lead me when... Yeah, there's, you know, there's definitely a challenge there. There's some conflict there. You're maybe conflicted emotionally, you know, because you might like whatever this person is saying or conveying, or the opportunity. It doesn't have to necessarily be a person. You might like, you know, it might look good. It might be like, whoa, you know, stir up some feelings, and you're like, I like this. And, but like, you know, just definitely really take a look at whatever that is, and, you know, and you're going to feel it with your heart more than anything, because there's definitely some, you know, you're going to have to put up some boundary if it is another person, or, you know, just say absolutely not and, you know, move on. I was going to ask what the Ten of Swords is. Page of Swords. Yeah, I think this, whatever this is a new idea, a new person coming in, new opportunity, whatever. It's going to look good, and it's going to like pique your curiosity, right? It's going to be like, oh, interesting. So yeah, so it's going to be interesting, but I definitely wouldn't trust it, because it's also a page, right? It's not coming in like a king or a queen, right? Yeah, then the star is reversed. So yeah, it's about trusting yourself, though. This is about trusting yourself and your intuition. What is the Seven of... I didn't even finish. Yeah, you're going to think of it as an opportunity. And the Ace of Pentacles came out with the Five of Swords. It's going to be conflicting to you, you know. It's going to cause within you, in your mental state or emotional state, it's going to be conflict. It's going to cause conflict because it's going to look good and sound good, and like, you know, you're thinking of it as an opportunity, and it, you know, and it is an opportunity in whatever that is. Partnership, business, love, romance, whatever, right? Whatever it is, it's going to be different for everybody. But yeah, there's some sneakiness. What is this? It's too many. Yeah, it's going to cause you, whatever this is going to cause you mental anguish. Nine of Swords, a lot of sword energy. Again, Gemini, you know, we're getting a lot of Gemini in Cancer season. So it's, you know, mixed with emotions and mental energy. So you're going to be conflicted. So just trust yourself and know that this is not, definitely look it over and weed out any deception there if you are going to move forward with it. You're right, because everybody has free will. What is this world about? Too many flippin' flippers. Too many flippin' flippers. All right, I'm going to take them because they flipped over. But whatever, fuck it. Yeah, the world is about, again, collaborating with the right people, the right opportunity, the right, something real. Once this ends or whatever, the true will come in, the pure will come in, you know, because this is riddled with like deceptive energy. And then, yeah, it's about reciprocity, right? Receiving and giving, giving and receiving, and having the relationships, whatever this is, partnership, romance, business, friendships, doesn't matter, family, you know, it doesn't matter. Whoever you're collaborating with will be reciprocal. It won't be just you. It'll be balanced, right? And then you got the Knight of Swords reverse. So, you know, just try and stay clear of this like mental restlessness energy. And definitely don't be impulsive. You don't want to be impulsive, you know, in your decision making. Because, yeah, there will be consequences if... I'm so sorry, I'm so thirsty. If you don't collaborate with the right people, or if you collaborate with what's going on over here. Whoopsie daisy. What's the advice? What's the Three of Cups and the advice, Spirit? For Libra. So she flew out. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, have some self-worth and know that you are the Nine of Pentacles. Know that you, when you make the right decision and put it into the riffraff over here, then you know, and you have self-worth, and and you collaborate with the right people, you will get, you know, oh, you got the Five of Cups reversed, and you accept, you know, what is going on, and you move on from this because you have the World card, right? And you move on from this. The burden, the extra responsibility, the, you know, whatever you were feeling, the emotions, the mental anguish or whatever that was caused by all of this, or is being caused by all of this, or will be caused by all of this, you know, you will be done with it. Yeah, that's what I have. Any final message? No. Yeah, so you're gonna be fine. Thank you. Soulmate, but it did come reverse because it came, I got it like this and then I flipped it. Yeah, so maybe, I mean, I don't see, yeah, you know, soulmates can be like, it doesn't necessarily have to be, it just can be like karmic partnerships, people that are meant to come into your life, right, and collaborate with. And so it's reversed. So it's telling me that, yeah, this is not, whatever this over here is not gonna be correct for you, because once you end and you stop overthinking and you actually trust yourself and your intuition, and you are the mystic and that high priestess, you actually do bring in and call in the right people, the right soulmates, the right karmic relationships, partnerships, friendships, family ties, and all of that. All right, Spirit, final. Yeah, because you are blessed. Yeah, either your blessing could go like flying out the door because you decide to make the wrong, you know, you decide to make connections with the wrong people, or, you know, you get the blessing of collaborating with the right people that are reciprocal, and it's an even exchange of energy. You know, it doesn't have to always be even, but you know, it feels good exchanging with these people, right? One last message. Yeah. be flexible, but don't be flexible in your, be flexible in the right relationships, you know, the give and take, the all of, you know, the ones that are showing you reciprocity and collaborating in positive ways. I'm gonna actually, what's that noise? Somebody here? So I'm still getting used to all the noises like that this house makes, right? Whoa. Whoa. All right, Spirit, one message for... This is too many messages. So you got the upper world, and that to me is like the spirit world, right? And it also can be like our mental energy. You want to keep that in check, especially with all this Gemini energy that we're going to be coming into. You know, people like to talk a big game, but you know, you want to collaborate with people that walk the big game too, that aren't just all talk. And you know, definitely seek counsel with the people, from the people that you trust. Because you are blessed, right? The harvest is there, and the harvest will be there, right? But if you make the wrong choices and you don't, and you continue, or you pursue the wrong things, and you know, you follow your mind versus your heart, then you know, the harvest won't be there. And I love the owl spirit too, because the owl, you know, the owl sees at night. The owl kind of reminds me of like the mystic. It's the mystical, it's all seeing, it's our ancestors, you know, not everybody's ancestors, but there's that wisdom within the owl, right? It's a mystical creature. So interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be about the mind, to me, is what it seems like. Like, don't make it up with your mind, make it up with your heart and your intuition. You know what the right choices are in this situation. So, all right, Spirit, final messages for Libra. Romance. Interesting. Yeah, maybe it's a couple love, you know, coming in, or has come in, that you're, you know, they're talking a good game, but they're not like putting the action behind their talk, you know. It's a lot of love bombing maybe, and you know, no action is being taken. And it's like, you know, it could be putting you through like mental anguish, and you're like, but oh, Libras love that shit. You know, don't get me wrong, I fucking love that shit too. A year from now, maybe a year from now, you will get that soulmate that you're looking for, and that perfect romance that you're looking for. And or I love that, because a year from now, you know, I love that it has like the world and the community and the people there, right? The council is there. And the world is here too. So yeah, it's about making the right choices and not making them from like a mental state, instead following your intuition, what you know deep down in your heart is right. And you know, sometimes our mind can deceive us. So it's just staying out of that mind trickster energy, you know, that we try to see the good in people, you know, because they're telling us X, Y, and Z. Whether this be romance, love, partnerships, business, whatever, it can be anything, right? But they're not putting action towards it. So let me read the mystic and we will call it a day. I hope that was helpful, Libra. Please do comment, like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what this is about, because I would love to know. The mystic. The mystic is, it says, the seeker, the light worker, the dreamer. The mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or light-hearted daydreamer. Yet, like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the hard work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it, harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embed it with light. They are patient and prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifebloods. The mystic revels in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon its wings. Yeah, so you just, again, have to really try and transmute your mental chatter that's going to be happening this week. And go with more your heart and your intuition and your instincts rather than the mind that's going to try to overtake. All right, my Libras, I hope that was super helpful. I love you all so much. Peace, and I'll see you next week.